Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bill. We're in the Keeper's Rulebook for this video today in Call of Cthulhu. We're going to go over the continuation of the mythos monsters and alien gods. It's in the chapter 14, Monsters, Beasts, and Alien Gods. The beast we will cover today will be the Cthonians. Let me make sure I'm pronouncing that one correctly. Cthonian. So Cthonian. And I'm sure I'll stop pronouncing it correctly as I read. But let's read into what they are, where they normally are found, and into some of their stats. So without further ado, let's start with the quote they have from the Burrowers Beneath. Flowing tentacles and pulpy gray-black, elongated sac of a body. No distinguishing features at all other than the reaching, groping tentacles. Or was there, yes, a lump in the upper body of the thing? A container of sorts for the brain. Ganglia, or whichever diseased organ governs this horror's loathsome life. That ends the quote. Now let's dive into the text. These creatures are like immense earthbound squids, and their elongated worm-like bodies are coated with slime. A chanting sound accompanies them. These powerful burrowers live more than 1,000 years and are protective of their young. A jumble of remarkable properties, Cthonians bear little resemblance to anything else on this planet. The most important individual Cthonian is the gigantic Shud Miel. All stages of Cthonians communicate by telepathy and can thus reach another of their race anywhere in the world, and can sense other minds. Only adults can telepathically control members of other species with this power. That's a little creepy. They can tunnel through rock as though it were butter and have no need to breathe. Adult Cthonians can withstand enormous temperatures, up to 4,000 degrees Celsius or 7,200 degrees Fahrenheit. It may be that the majority of the Cthonians live towards the core of this planet, and that only outcasts, wanderers, and those accidentally caught up in pluming magma explore the cold outer crust where man thrives. Perhaps they migrate here to give birth, since the younger stages cannot withstand extreme heat. We do not know their motives. Full adults can cause powerful earthquakes. Cthonians are extremely susceptible to water. While their slime coating protects them from small amounts of water, general immersion destroys a Cthonian. Burrowing these monsters detects significant water by distinguishing the relatively low echo profiles of water and watery sediment, avoiding such areas. Cthonians are worldwide, even found in basalt under the oceans. In Western Africa is a mystery city called Giharn, which they frequent. They may have been imprisoned there once, aeons ago. The general discussion and initial statistics concern the full adult, the last and largest stage, instar, between molts. This is the sort which investigators are most likely to meet. A closing section compares all 6 stages, since a nest of younger Cthonians may be encountered, or a band of Cthonians with varying age groups could be met with. Special powers. Cthonian telepathic control. So this is more of the game statistics now. Cthonians can use telepathy to control humans, though they do not often do so unless the target has something they want, such as odd spherical mineral formations. The target may attempt to resist a single Cthonian with an opposed power roll. overcome, the victim is bound to the area where physically attacked. At first, the target has mobility for a mile or so, but this progressively lessens as the Cthonian draws nearer, until the victim may not be able to leave a particular room or even a particular chair. The target immobilized, the Cthonian erupts through the floor and collects its due. If the victim becomes aware of the mental influence of a Cthonian, the hold may be broken by successfully making a power roll versus the Cthonian. Once a victim has experience of Cthonians, a successful intelligence roll constitutes awareness. A Cthonian can telepathically contact a known human anywhere on the earth, but it may take time before it can locate its victim's mind. It costs a Cthonian 1 magic point to communicate with a human or to bind a human to a site for a day. Each 10 miles of distance from a binding also costs another magic point. Several Cthonians may contribute magic points to compensate for distance, but the POW rolls are made individually. It costs no magic points to contact another Cthonian, no matter at what distance. Anecdotal evidence suggests that adults may be able to drain a human's magic points, but nothing definite is truly known. Earthquake attacks. All adult Cthonians can create earthquakes. Figure an earthquake's force by totaling the POW of a particular Cthonian and dividing it by 100. The result is the earthquake's magnitude on the Richter scale, but only in the first diameter of 100 yards. In the next 100 yards, the Richter force is lessened by 1, and so on for each additional 100 yards, until the strength of the quake can be ignored. Alternatively, the Cthonians might limit the force in the center diameter and instead extend the quake's diameter of effect or maximum effect by multiples of 100 yards. At least half of the participants must be directly under the center of the earthquake. Each Cthonian must spend magic points equal to the highest Richter scale number generated for the quake. Historically, the highest Richter scale numbers have been approximately 9s, but geological evidence exists of quakes that have been much stronger. Spells. A full adult has 50% chance of knowing 1d6 spells, most of which should be connected with Shud Miel and great old ones tied to this earth, such as Cthulhu, Igolonak, Yig, etc. And then here's the stats for the full adults. Strength 260. These are the average stats. Constitution 200, size 260, dex 35, intelligence 90, POW 90. Hit points 46, average damage bonus plus 5d6, average build 6, average magic points 18, move is 6/1 burrowing. Attacks per round 1d8. It may only use its crush attack once per round. Fighting attacks, it's dangerous to get nearer to these things. Their crushing bulk and flailing tentacles may strike at any moment. Hold and drain. This is a maneuver. Each round, a Cthonian can attack with 1d8 tentacles, each of which cause damage equal to half the creature's damage bonus rounded down. So, half of 5d6. If a tentacle strikes home, it clings and worms its way into the victim's vitals, and begins to drain off blood and fluids, costing 3d10 con each round. Reaching 0 con, the victim dies. Con lost to a Cthonian is gone for good. While a tentacle is draining a victim, it cannot be used to drain other victims, but it could still be used to fight back. swinging the poor held victim like a ball on a chain at its attackers. Tentacles draining their targets will continue to sap con each round. Each tentacle could attack a different target, or they could all attack the same one. Crush. A Cthonian may use its immense bulk to crush a foe. If crushing, it can continue to hold and drain victims that are already caught. The Cthonian rears up and crashes down on a group. The crush area is circular, striking equally all within. The crush area equals a diameter in yards of the Cthonian size divided by 50. So it's looking at about 5 yards for the average. Within the crush area, an investigator must succeed with dex, dodge, or jump, or lose hit points equal to the creature's full damage bonus. Ouch. Its fighting is 75%. Its damage is 2d6 thrashing tentacles. Its hold and drain is 2d6 plus blood drain. Its crush is 80%, and it does its damage bonus for the crush. Its dodge is 17%, so it's not likely to get out of the way of anything the investigator's doing. But here's what hurts as well. The armor is 5-point hide and muscle. Regenerates 5 hit points per round after wounded, but ceases to work when below 1 hit point. So its armor is really going to hinder you doing a lot of damage to it. Sanity loss. Does 1d3 if you make your save and 1d20 if you fail. For a full adult. It does 1 or 1d10 sanity points for the lesser instars. No sanity points to see a hatchling. So that's the Cthonian. Very interesting, very descriptive. A lot of horror there. Makes me want to run an adventure that has one as the creature that they have to deal with. Let me know what you think about the creature in the comments below. Until we all game again, guys.